Hello and welcome back. This is Coach Carol with another tip on how you can use AI to help you with your family history or with all kinds of writing for that purpose. Today's tip is all about how you can engineer your prompts in an easy way, but one that is bound to give you the best results. I'm here in Chat GPT and I'm using version 4. And I've asked it to explain the 5 rules for effective GPT communication, mastering the art of prompting. And I've asked it to do this in plain English as a narrative for a script for this video so that I can use the dot points for each rule and present. And asked it to present in tabular format. So then I put in the 5 rules. React as a role, create a task, show as, format, set the parameters, and refine. So here is the response from GPT-4 in a simple tabular format. Here are the 5 rules on the left-hand column, and here is a plain English explanation of each one, which is useful for you when you are starting out in prompting ChatGPT. Firstly, decide what role you want AI to play. Could be your mentor, could be your assistant, could be more specific as an expert in writing. Create the task. So tell AI exactly what you want it to do. So if you wanted to find a specific ancestor in a census record and you've got the transcript of that census record, then ask it that question. Next is to choose the format, as I did in my prompt above. You want to tell AI how you want the information presented. So it could be a detailed report, simple list, or a bullet point summary. You could be even more specific and say, I want it in tabular format, as I've done. Number 4 is you set the limits on the response. So this might be a word count or the number of ideas that you want it to generate. Then when you've got a response, you can refine. So the 5th step, if the first response isn't quite right or you want more depth or width, then keep going. Keep giving more instructions and asking again. You might need to do this a few times to get the best results. By doing these 5 rules for effective GPT communication, you're more likely to have success rather than asking the wrong question. And here's an explanation that it's given me to give you today. So in my presentation, I can talk about the role, the task, the format, parameters, and refine. So it's a really good tool for helping me with my lesson planning as well as for analysing documents. But that's the next task that I want it to do. So in this next iteration, I'm asking GPT-4 as a skilled analyst, that's the role, the task to summarize the content of this blog post, the format, use a simple bullet point summary, the parameters, keep the response within 500 words. Then I have put in the URL for my blog post about AI engineering prompts for ChatGPT. The important part of this process is that in GPT-4, I have activated the link reader plugin, which you can see in action below. It's telling me that it's used the link reader, and now here is the bullet point summary of the blog post, which is called Accelerating Genealogy with AI, Engineering Prompts for ChatGPT. And it gives me and you a bullet point summary. And in this particular blog post, I'm quoting some of the prompting engineering tactics from Blaine Bettinger, who is a professional genealogist. And he employs these strategies. And you can see them all there. There's about 10 or 11 of them. This is what my blog post looks like. And you can tell that it's quite long, and sometimes that might be a bit off-putting. So in this case, I just wanted a summary of everything that is in this blog post. So now I can use this bullet point summary to entice people to come and read that particular blog post. You can do that with your stories that you've put into a blog post as well. If you've got a plugin and you've activated Link Reader, then you can put in the URL of your blog post for your story and ask for a summary in bullet point format. Then use that on your website or in a social media post to entice people to come along. You can use Link Reader for a great deal of analyzing tasks, summarizing tasks, and in general, making sure that you can keep things short, sharp, and relevant for your readers. Try this out. First thing that you need to do is make sure that you have, let me just go to my settings, make sure that you have the plugins activated. And when you start a new chat, which I'll do here to demonstrate, make sure that for GPT-4 you activate your plugins. If you want more, then you can go to the plugin store here, and this will take you across to many, many, many more plugins that you can choose from. I'll be back with later explorations of some of these, but the ones that I'm using at the moment include Ask Your PDF and a couple on the next page, Link Reader and Video Insights. These are among the popular ones for plugins, but wait, there's more. If you want all to show here, then click the all icon and you'll see many, many, many pages of them. If you want to know more about plugins and how they work, go to the About Plugins prompt at the bottom. Once you've chosen, you can then activate that in your plugin list up here and say I want Show Me Diagrams. I don't want Ask Your PDF. I can have 3 at a time. I hope that you've enjoyed this brief look at how plugins can help you analyze and summarize with GPT-4. Best of luck with that. I'll be back with more later.